Hi, it's David at Art of David Smith. So this week is probably my favourite cartoon character, certainly from when I was growing up anyway, Scooby Doo. So what we've got is a bit of a bizarre triangle setup. So this triangle is going to kind of echo the face, and then these lines coming off here are going to end up being the neck. It's kind of distilling down the drawing to its raw parts, I suppose. So without further ado, I'll get on with this. Now, with Scoobs, it's obviously got quite a prominent nose. So we're going to put in all the larger areas, just kind of rough them in at the moment. The reason behind for drawing this triangle, I suppose, is just, again, like with a lot of the drawings that we've been doing, is to give me some sort of guide. The triangle gives me the tilt, what I'm after with his face. So I'm kind of running this look. He's going to be he's looking towards the camera, but his face is kind of swinging to the side. So obviously, he's a Great Dane. He's going to have quite large jowly chops on him. But as a kid, I absolutely loved all the Scooby Doo cartoons, and particularly the artwork. All the stuff from the studios and all the spin-offs just really appealed to me as an artist. So I need to get the ear into this kind of area now. But yeah, all those cartoon characters, certainly at the time, things like Captain Caveman and Hong Kong Phooey and all those kind of things, just loved all the artwork, and I would sit there for hours watching these cartoons, trying to draw them from the TV. Recording it and then pausing it on the VCR, because obviously we didn't have internet access and things like that like you do now, so we couldn't find this plethora of images to follow. So a lot of this just comes from stopping the VCR and drawing it, and if you were lucky enough, you got some sort of annual or whatever at Christmas. A lot of the Disney annuals I got, so I would just repeatedly be drawing those as a kid, learning how to construct faces and things like that. So it's all great practice, and I definitely advocate doing that now as well. I mean, it's a bit like these videos, I suppose. You watch what I'm doing and then have a crack at it yourself. What we didn't have is somebody breaking it down into bite-sized pieces for you. So you can see how this triangle now is using it to work the shape of the face. And again, once we've got this roughed out, all these lines, all these rough lines will all be cleaned up, all crisped up. If you're going over it with a felt tip pen or something like that, less of an issue. You can go straight over the top. Otherwise, you want to be looking at erasing these lines out. cleaning them up. Try and get all in now. But in the week, thanks for all the people who've started subscribing to my channel. It's been brilliant. There's been a whole bunch of you this week, so thank you for that. Thank you for those who've taken the time to have a watch of the videos as well. But again, in the comment section, if there's anything you want me to cover this week or this following week, by all means give me a shout. It's always nice to get suggestions and things like that. At least I know that you're actually watching and participating in the videos. But if you've got any questions as well, again, anything in regards to the materials that I use, just ask away. Whiskers in here. Now with this next section coming down, let's just move the book out to the side a little bit more. Now obviously the Prince Porrig book is here at the moment to remind me, to remind you, that Prince Porrig is now available on Amazon, has been since Christmas. So if there's any of you with young readers, younger siblings who think might enjoy the book, by all means jump onto Amazon and pick up a copy. Again, it shows you some of the stuff that I do outside of doing YouTube. The book illustration. Again this morning we're doing another, actually a horse commission this time. So I've been finishing that off this morning. But if you check out the links on my page, that'll take you to Twitter, Facebook, and again you can see a lot of the other stuff that I do. Let's get this colour here. Yeah, so by all means check it out and check out my website. And if there is anything that you need help with, if you've got a book what you've been working on yourself that you'd like me to illustrate, or you have a pet commission or anything like that, please get in contact. There is a form on the website, so if you go to www.theartofdavidsmith, all one word.com, there is a form on there you can fill out. Okay, I think that's Scooby there. Now really this Scooby is anticipation of the new film coming out in May, I believe it was, Scoob. So for me it'll be an excuse to take the kids off to the cinema again. Don't need much of an excuse to go watch cartoons, but it certainly helps. So again, I'll clean all this lot up. Off camera. Quickly just fire in some of these lines. Yeah, so what I thought was I would do the original, and will always be the best Scooby Doo for me. Certainly not Scrappy Doo. Again, you can alternate. I mean, I'm using Sharpies here. It's a nice fat line, nice and quick. Can really fire the lines in, but what I'll still do off camera is just refine some of these final lines. I'll just refine those with a fine liner. Usually something like this, 0.5 or a 0.3 fine liners, absolutely fine. So just go in and do that. So I'll just concentrate on the head for now. I'll do the rest of the neck and everything else off camera. It's me inking in a lot now, so well, this is kind of the style I suppose I adopted a bit with my own inking in, where you, for the outside lines, you make them thicker and your inside the lines thinner, just to give your character a bit of weight, a bit of presence on the page. Again, the real thin lines I'll put in with the fine liner, but switch out to the fine liner. Some lines like this where we're going to go to a real point on them, just easier to go in with the fine liner on those. Same with the hairs on the chin. And the teeth. In the meantime, so I slowly draw this to a close, put these fine lines in. If there's anybody else you'd like me to cover, I'm thinking of doing Peter Rabbit next week. It's a different style, but the new Peter Rabbit's coming out at the beginning of next month. I thought, combined with the new film and the new style, give us something else to have a look at, something else to cover. and then obviously in a week or two's time I'll be covering the young Scoob in anticipation of the film coming out. So you can see there's a little bit of clean-up I need to do on here, but you're going to get the essence of what it is that I'm doing there with Scooby Doo. But so with this bizarre triangle and obviously the neck coming off, we've then constructed this classic Scooby Doo face from there. But play around when you're doing your own stuff. Play around with shapes like this and look for which shape best represents what it is that you're wanting to draw, because that way as well you can get the orientations right. So if you're splitting the face and things like that, you know where to put the lines, because the shape is going to allow you and help you to get that orientation of the face right and things like that. So thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, leave them in the comments section. Have a look through my other stuff, check out the website, and if there's anything else I can help you with, please just get in contact. But thanks for now, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers, bye.